That moment when you realize you forgot to hit record after you finish setting up your bullet journal. Hey Internet, it's Megan, and I'm a little frustrated with myself, to be completely honest. I went through and set up my entire bullet journal for you guys underneath my camera, and I forgot to hit the record button. Very annoying. So instead of a setup, you guys are getting a flip through. Yay! Alright, sarcasm aside, let's go ahead and jump in. For those of you who don't know, the bullet journal was created by writer Carol, and you can find a link to the original bullet journal video here in the top corner. But the bullet journal is a system that was created as an analog solution for a digital age. Jumping into the bullet journal, let's go ahead and get started. Here is the start of my month for March. Now, it looks pretty blank. I haven't actually filled in any personal information yet. This is just the template that I did for you guys that I didn't actually film, which I'm kind of kicking myself for. But this is the title page. I did the kind of like sci-fi space intro thing from, well, I took inspiration from the Twilight Zone. My goals, where I will list my financial goals, writing, reading, that kind of thing here. Next up is my monthly calendar. This is where I put events, YouTube goals that I have, as well as I'll be keeping track of my word count for the book that I'm writing in each box every day, how many words I wrote that day. It's kind of cool to see how your novel grows through word count. So I don't really normally pay attention to it, I just write, but at the end of every session I do total it up just so I can keep track. Next up, we have my sleep and mood tracker and my brain dump. Now, the sleep and mood tracker, I have struggled with so many different systems. This is the one that seems to work best for me. Now, how this works, and I'll show you last month's. We're gonna kind of fold that over so you guys can't see my personal brain dump. So I just kind of keep track of how many hours I slept the night before. My goal is, of course, 8 because, well, I'm a zombie without it. I rarely meet it. On the weekends, I usually exceed to 9 or 10. Horrible of me, I know. But I keep track of this because it helps me keep track of my depression in correlation with my sleeping patterns. Next up, we have my expense tracker. Now, I am saving for my own place, and this is the first month I'm actually going to be keeping track of my expenses in my bullet journal because I feel like if I'm staring at it every day, it will keep me motivated not to spend frivolously. I left an extra page here because I've never tracked my finances before like this, and I don't know how much space I'm going to need. So depending on what happens, I may fill this in later with something else, but for now it's just a surplus page for my expense tracker. Now, finally, we have my weekly setup. Now, this is the weekly spread that's worked best for me for quite a while. I did leave one section intentionally blank because it is filled with personal data. This is where my habit tracker is going to go. I just list the individual habit on this side, the day of the week, and then I put an X in the column if I did it or not. I've got a place for tasks, notes, my daily spots, my YouTube tracker. This is where I'm going to list all of the things that I need to do for each video that I post. Now, I fill this in weekly for each video because I'm only posting one video a week right now, and it seemed to help, so I'm going to keep using it. And then I've got my section for next week. That is it for my bullet journal, and I'm really happy with how it turned out this month. Just very grayscale, very simplistic, almost minimalist with a little bit of doodling here and there, but I'm pretty happy and I really did like it, so I hope you guys did too. That was it for my bullet journal flip through this month. Now, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe and turn on your notifications if you liked what you saw. I do post new videos every Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I would love to interact with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So I will see you guys next week. Bye!